time of the year.
It
For a
really
lot of
is. All right. I'm assuming we're live. It says live. Hello, everybody.
I can check. Hi. I'll check just to be sure.
Oh, it says we have 2 people watching, so I'm gonna fingers crossed. If you're in the comments, say something.
Or put an emoji or something so we know you're there. Liz is here. Yes, we're live.
All right. Hey,
Hi, Liz.
Oh, something. I'm trying your sense of humor. So I know I told everyone that we were going to be discussing this gem today. And then on Monday I said we're going to discuss half of it. And then maybe Monday was the day that I said we're going to go for the first 5
You said half of it, and then like an hour later you texted me first 5 chapters.
First 5 chapters, and then today I'm going to tell you chapters 1 through 2.
I made it to 5. But
hey, I'm proud of you. I really wanted to, and I sat down to read, but I had been doing stuff like all day. So the fact that I like sat down, my body was just like, you should take a strong nap. So I had to stop reading because otherwise I would never have woken up again and I would not be here right now. So yeah, 1 through 2, very no spoilers, to be honest with you. Alicia, what are your thoughts?
That's basically
you go first.
The stepmother's a bitch.
I freaking hate her. That was the last thing I read. I'm sorry. When she was just like, I bought this dress, so you're going to figure it out. I'm like, basically, you're all
while she's wearing
here.
like diamonds and shit. I'm
the
like,
diamond necklace is what made me want to crawl through the book and ring style choke her out with my hair and being like, you see you next Tuesday. So that was probably my most visceral reaction.
I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Like, the characters aren't sympathetic enough, in my opinion.
Kind of tough, Shannon. It's literally
been a lot.
We're just not going to talk about that.
Let's just skip right past that comment. Love you, Shannon. Love you.
Let us move to Canada with you. Please and thank you.
Yes, you have an extra bedroom, I will pay.
Oh, let's get the audio before the car was caught. Oh, okay. Tomorrow, and she also got the jacket. Nice. Okay, good job. Yeah, I should have it finished by December 11th when our next book club is. I will for sure have the Jacqueline Frost. So that's the other thing is.
Oh, absolutely. That's less than 200 and something pages.
That, and I got an art copy and I agreed that I would have it up. I think it was within the first week. I really hope it wasn't the day of because I've already failed if that's the case.
Well, at least you got an art copy. They wouldn't even give me one.
So on NetGalley it said read now and you click that. Did you not have the read now?
It wouldn't give me the read now. In other ones it has. Like they approved me for not quite by the book, but they didn't approve me for.
So weird.
I've left reviews for all 4 previous books.
Yeah, I have so many art copies that I sign up for on NetGalley because they're read now, and I'm just like, oh, wow, this looks interesting, and then I never get to it. So
I don't because I won't read what I have.
That's my other problem. So I got off of there, unless I ever see something from Megan Quinn, and then I will literally drop everything and be like, I'm reading it.
Have you started the Christmas one yet?
Which one?
The one you guys got when you guys went to the signing.
Oh, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas? Yeah. All 3 of these beautiful copies. I have read the full story. Although I was thinking about this the other day. I'm not sure I read the extended epilogue. I don't think. I got some reading to do after this. I'm going to put this over here. Because I did think about that earlier. I was like, I think I'm supposed to have one of these. Sticker. We'll just stick that in there. Yeah, I loved it. You'll probably hate it. So maybe just.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, because I love you, I'm not gonna read it. Even though the cover's really fucking cute.
The cover honestly has literally nothing to do with the book.
Oh, that makes me mad when they do that. That makes me so mad.
Well, they couldn't necessarily put a candy cane on the cover because reasons. Okay, so I read the whole book, but there were special editions. So the one that you can get at Walmart and the ones you can get at Barnes and Noble had an extended one. And when I was reading it, I don't know why. I thought I was reading the blue one, but you know what? Did I read the extended? Why is this stopped in the middle of nowhere? I got to the end. Maybe I did read it. Yeah, the epilogue, that creepy thing. Nope, I definitely didn't. Oh wait. Hold on.
I'm looking up what I read so far since the last time we spoke.
Oh yeah, no, this is not ringing any bells. The
Hold on.
epilogue, A-okay. Extended. There's like a second epilogue essentially in the special editions, and I did not read that, and I totally spaced until I saw a post that she had online. And then I was like, wait a minute, I actually should read this next part because I don't think that I got to it. It's like 3 pages though, so super cool. But yeah, I had a how I'll Be Home for Mischief. There we go. That's the one that I'm currently trying to get through, which is why I put Throne of Secrets basically on the back burner and said I'll get to you when I get to you. I read the first chapter earlier and it was really good, and then I reread it today because I was like, maybe I just was super sleepy, which I have been the last 2 weeks. It's just with the weather. Literally, one day it was 90 some odd degrees, and then the next day it was like 40. My body and my
That's
brain
how it
was
is this week.
like,
It was 80 2 days ago, and now it's going to be 45 tomorrow.
yeah, that's exactly what's happening here, and I don't get it, and my body doesn't like it. So I just need to figure out how to wake up. But yeah, that I think is the most. What
I finished 2 short books while we were away.
did you? I don't think I
Small
finished
Things Like
anything.
These by Claire Keegan.
Oh, I did finish
I don't recommend it. It's not bad.
this. Sorry, I don't recommend it. Okay, keep going.
It's one of those things of like, I feel like the book would be better seen as a film.
Okay, okay.
It's okay. And then the one that I really liked that I gave 4 stars. It's a smutty novella called "The Time I Got Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf."
That just sounds
You
fun.
need to fucking read these. These are short, funny, actually funny, where you laugh out loud funny.
You read it in February, Liz? Exciting.
But I highly recommend this series. It's the Time I Got Drunk series, because the first one's The Time I Got Drunk and Saved the Demon. The second one's The
Nicole
Time I
just
Got
got those.
Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion.
We were at a bookstore and Nicole bought those. She was just like, look at all of these. I think she
They're
got
so cute. They're
1,
so
2, and
cute and
4.
so smutty that they're great.
Yeah.
But they're not like problematic smutty. It's just fun.
That's too funny. Oh my gosh.
But my favorite is the second one, the Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf, because he's a cinnamon roll who wants to do everything for everybody, and he's just adorable.
Aww.
Oh my
I love that.
god.
Yeah, I did actually I finished things. So I'm not sure if I even mentioned this the last time. One of them I know for sure I didn't, but I was rereading Chain of Gold, I think is the first one by Cassandra Clare.
Is that the first one in the latest trilogy of the Shadowhunter thingies? That are the
Maybe?
kids?
The kids, yeah. The
Yeah,
kids in
okay.
Victorian England.
Okay.
because honestly, I don't follow it enough to remember anymore. But I had read it forever ago, back when I was doing my 3-speed days, and that's a 22-hour audiobook, and I'm like, I don't know anything. And it's one of those things that I put back in my library queue, and it kept coming up, and I kept pushing it off. But because I was working on my giant paint by
The one
number.
that you put a picture up that's really freaking pretty, that one?
Yeah. Yeah. The one that's bigger than 2 feet by 3 feet? Sure is. But yeah, so I started listening to that one. And then I got the second too. So I need to pick my next diamond painting and go at it, because I had picked the longer ones because I was like, this will be the perfect time to just be able to sit an audiobook. And I didn't remember a whole lot, to be honest with you, but I am really enjoying it. I always like the
Sometimes it feels like it's technically a reread, but it feels like a first time read when you've read it so long ago.
well, especially because I think when I read it a long time ago, it was the 3-speed. It was also, I was doing a million other things, and I was probably
I
trying
don't
to rush
understand how
it.
people can understand on 3-speed. I don't.
Let me tell you, it's easy. When you work up to it, you cannot start at 3-speed. People that can start
Oh
at
hell no!
3-speed
It sounds like
are
chipmunks.
monsters. They can't do that. I started at 1.5 and I started kicking it up. I think I got up to 2.75 at one point, mainly because my audiobook was coming due at 7:09 a.m. and I needed to finish it, and I had like 4 hours left. But then the library had the ebook, and I just had Alexa read it to me, which was
Hey,
nice
that
because
still
then it
works.
slowed back down. But I don't like how Alexa reads that particular one. But yeah, I'm attempting to make my way through that series. And then I had a craft club. Oh, my book's so far away. We were bedazzling books. I have not
That's so
finished mine.
cute.
Hopefully I'll have it finished, maybe sometime in the future. Uh, so we had talked about, for my craft club, is what we call it in real life, reading a book. So we read Mr. Heartbreaker, which I thought was a standalone. Sure isn't. It's a series.
Of course
It's the
not.
only one out in the series, so don't know when book 2 is coming out. I think it's at the very end of the year. But it was super cute. Also, it did not have plot, which I was not expecting. So going into it, I was just like, yeah, it's gonna have some sexy times, but then there's gonna be this
I don't
hockey
like when they
romance.
don't have some plot.
It had very little. It could have been like literally a third of what it was.
Is it like the Katie Robert plot where it's like this big?
It had more than that plot, but you would probably hate it because they were very wishy-washy about things, and you would have just wanted to choke them out and be like, "Fucking have a conversation. Tell them what's on your mind." So yeah.
You know me so well. You're like, you're gonna hate it. Oh my god.
Nice. I had thought about reading that series, but it's so long and so daunting, and I have so many other series that I just need to get to the end of. It does. So the thing with this narrator,
Some
and
narrators are really, really slow when they speak, and I'm like, my god.
my problem was, this lady was British, and that usually means like immediate downgrade of speed, but
Slow
I
down.
was trying to finish it. And the nice thing is when I'm diamond painting, I can focus a lot more and I
Mm-hmm.
can hear it even when it's faster. But I was really glad when it expired, which I didn't love that it literally at 7:09 a.m. just stopped playing, because sometimes I've been able to squeak out a little bit more until like, I don't know, until I press pause, and then it's like, "Oh, you're done with this now." Um, so that was slightly a bummer, but I did like that I had to go back to a slower speed. But yeah, topic and narrator are huge. Um, it did not have plot. I mean, there was some of it, but it was really dumb, and it could have been resolved way faster, and they did a lot of the sexy times. And the one thing that I hated the most, every time after they did it, there was a moment where the author, like, made the vicious choice for the male, POVs, where he's like, "I waited until I was soft until I pulled out," and I was just like, "That's not
Why?
sexy." Like,
Why?
just stop. Let's just skip that
We
part.
can
It doesn't
imagine
need
that.
to
Thank
be.
you.
But like you have like this really intense moment, and then you hear that, and I'm like, well,
Womp,
that's
womp,
not
womp.
great.
Womp, womp, womp.
I'm trying to get more Hoopla books, and I'm trying to think about the library more, but then I think about the library that's sitting behind me, and I probably need to do
I
more
did
with that.
pick up, because it was on sale through Audible. It was $2.99. I did pick up that Pumpkin Spice Cafe because I want to try it because everybody's talking about it. I picked up the audiobook for like $2.
Nice. All right.
I put everything on my wish list, and it lets me know when, even on Chirp, I put it on my wish list and it lets me know when it's on sale.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's cool that you have signed books like that, Liz. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's cool. So I meant to tell you, Alicia, but I didn't want to interrupt you. I also have kept hearing about this, and I see it a lot of times, and I'm always tempted to get it.
It looks so damn cute.
When we were at the bookstore, me and Nicole, it's supposed to be a used bookstore, okay? But for whatever reason, they've decided to buy new books, which is fine when they kept the new books in their own section. Now what they do is they mix it all together. And it is the literal worst thing when you're going through and you think you've found this great find of a book in
And it's
great
full price.
condition, and it's full price. And not only is it full price, it is full freaking price. If that book is $29.99 on whatever ISBN thing it has, they charge you $29.99. Do you know I can get it cheaper at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Target, Walmart? I'm not buying it
has
from
been
here.
cheaper because lately Target has been cheaper because they price match with Amazon.
Yeah.
On the Target app, they price match.
I just don't love that you want to charge me $30 for a book when I can literally go anywhere else and get it for $10 less. Like, I get that you're a local store. I would love to support you.
Here's the part that bugs me. I don't mind paying $30 if it's like a chunker, but when it's like this big, I'm not paying $30.
No,
I'm not, because then that's why I've scaled down on my book buying, because like I buy books from authors I know I love, and that's it, because the books are too effing expensive for you to be like, oh, I want to try this out. That's what I use the library for.
Yep. So, sorry, I feel like I've ranted a lot today.
No, you're fine, because it's an honest rant. Because I saw somebody on, I think, Instagram say that for the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, it's like a series now. It's 3 books, I think.
Oh, why? Why?
But they're like interconnected. It's kind of like interconnected, but it doesn't really matter. And this lady got each one for $8 because they price match with Amazon through Target.
It's good to know. I might have to start going. I hate, if I can help it, I really try not to go to Amazon. Although
it's hard with some things, but some of the books that like I want to read that are so
it's too
obscure.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, sometimes you have no choice but Amazon with certain things.
This is also
especially
true.
in the area I live in. And everybody's like, stop using Amazon. I'm like, then make the stores carry shit. Thanks.
Yeah, it's a convenience thing too, and I know it's terrible. I try not to as much as I can, but I try to go through the author websites, but sometimes that's like
I do
even
too.
more expensive.
But I don't want to do that if I haven't read the book yet.
Oh. Thrift books. I have heard of thrift books. I don't use it as much as I should. Too. Mainly because, and herein lies the problem when I try to buy thrifty online. Your condition of like new or very good
is very different.
Is very different. And then like if it gets shipped and you don't get it, or I don't know, this, that, and the other thing.
Try Pango.
I need to try that as well. But the same problem, like what is someone's good condition versus what
because you can send it back if there's a problem.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
You can do it with thrift books too. I've done it. Unfortunately, because I bought I will specifically remember this. I bought a Toni Morrison book, and I tried to buy it used because I hate the little fake stickers of so-and-so's book club when they print new ones.
Yeah.
So I looked for an old one through thrift books. Here it was someone's textbook and it was freaking written all over. And like I'm fine with like a couple little notes because I find it fun to like read someone's little notes sometimes in a book. But this was to the point where you couldn't even read what was written on the page. There was so much, like you couldn't see what was printed on the page because there were so many notes.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm like, this is not like a new condition, homeboy. Like,
no part of that is
And it was an old high school copy. I found out.
That's just mean and rude.
Yes. So I sent that back quick. I'm not that type of person usually, but I couldn't even read it. That's how many notes were in it.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of notes.
I mean, I understand because it's a very heavy book, but also I want to read it.
Oh, that used to be me. I'll admit it. When I was in school, I highlighted everything. I'm like,
if I knew I was gonna keep it, I highlighted.
Yeah. Oh, I was the highlighting queen. Oh, yeah. I don't really have much else to go over. I didn't read a whole lot. It's been a rough few weeks.
Yeah.
Did not go how I would have hoped it to have gone.
I know.
Seems very doom and gloom. Oh,
I've been rereading Persuasion for my discussion on Friday.
Oh, I did not put that as a thing.
It's all good.
My bad.
It's
Everybody,
okay.
go to Alicia's channel on Friday for Persuasion.
It's at 3 p.m. EST, 1 p.m. PST with the time change.
No, so it's still 12 p.m. PST, but it would be 1 p.m. MST, which is where I'm at now.
Okay, that time zone's confused the hell out of me.
So you got my time right, but yeah, I'm no longer PST for the time being. I think EST and PST are always 3 hours apart, which is what I have to remind myself. And what got me really confused when I was trying to figure life out. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been doing my reread and taking notes of that. I've been slowly picking out Les Miserables 1,400 pages, and I think because of things going on, I think I'm going to put that down.
Don't blame you. I just need something light and fluffy. It doesn't remind me of the real world or the hell.
That's why I went to
always 3 hours. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, between this week or this month and next month, anyone in particular is looking at reading? I know for me, I kind of already said
the Jacqueline Frost books, of course.
I'm gonna attempt this one. Oh, wow. I also have the second two books, The Chain of Iron and I want to say Chain of Thorns, but I could be very wrong about that. So the last two books in that one. Oh, hey. Thanks. Yeah, everyone, don't forget to hit the like button. But yeah, and then I like weirdly. So good thing about Craft Club, despite the fact that I was only one of two people that read the book, it's fine. Is that we started listening to Christmas music, which normally I'm like before Thanksgiving, absolutely not.
I've been watching the Hallmark movies because my brain needs it.
Oh my God, I hate Hallmark movies so much, but we started watching them as well. I don't know what it is.
Really, it's good for my brain right now. I need brain candy.
Yeah. It's good when I'm diamond painting because I was doing that while we were doing it. I'm just like, it's mindless, but they're just so dumb.
No, they're dumb. Just there's one that I'm gonna watch because it's on Netflix, but they filmed it like an hour away from my house.
Oh,
so that's why I kind of want to check it out.
There's a Scotland one, which I said that at Craft Club, and they were like, "Which Scotland one?" And I was like, "There's more than one." This is how much I don't pay attention to them. I need to watch more of them because they are light and fluffy. I just hate how stupid. So, Alicia, to your point, I hate how stupid the characters are. I'm like, how do you not do that? And it's so predictable too. I'm just like, oh, there's a strapping fellow with a horse. obviously he's going to be the love interest and you're going to fall in love. Woe is me. I can't stay here. I have to go back to America. No, you don't. You love this guy. Just stay here. I know how this is going to play out, guys.
See, I can watch it in my movies more than read it in books.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I can do it in books more because I don't read it as sarcastically as it comes across.
See, I read it sarcastically. I'm like, I'm DNF.
Oh,
but there's this one, it's called Christmas at the Biltmore, and she goes back in time and doesn't realize that it's 1940.
Oh,
and the Biltmore house is like in Asheville, North Carolina, which is not far.
Oh, true. I think that's true, Shannon. For me, it's just I would like to be able to guess what happens, but I don't want to guess what happens like 5 minutes into the film. Like, give me an hour and then have things start coming through. But there is comfort and predictability. There's like
3 of them that I watch every year. I don't watch all of them, but I need to find a good
I'm trying. I'm also trying to find one. Christmas in the Biltmore. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
I want to see it. They just put it on Netflix, so because it was a Hallmark movie, and because I don't have cable, I can't watch it. So
you take a car? What? That's crazy.
It's humongous. We were supposed to go, but they just got hit with the hurricane, so it's like a mess.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But since we honestly talked 2 weeks ago, I don't have much else to talk about at the moment.
We don't have much.
I'm gonna go ahead and just throw this up here. I think I filled it out. I did. Woo! So it's actually a month from today. Actually, I think it's a little less than a month, but that's fine. December 11th is our last book club of the year. So be there.
Yes, and it's 2 days before Greg's birthday.
Oh, happy early birthday, Craig. Because I may forget. I'm hoping that I won't. But yeah, I think
he was born Friday the 13th.
The luckiest day of all the years.
Yes.
People are like, Friday the 13th the worst. I'm like, no, it's
not.
no,
it's my lucky number.
And it'll be Friday the 13th this year. I hope you guys do something extra special.
I know. He has to work, but I'm trying to convince him into calling out because this is birthday.
Yeah, I don't know where this year has gone. It's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, next year I'll be 35. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm 35 this year. Don't even know what my life is. I'm gonna be honest.
It just feels weird to say I'm 35. Like, I'm not against getting older. It just sounds weird when I say I'm almost 35.
It honestly, when I realized I was turning 35, because I always say like I'm gonna be 35. So last year I decided I'm just gonna say my age, which is 35. But in my brain, I was just like, I'm so used to going a year ahead of schedule that I thought I was turning.
Yeah.
So I was, yeah, you guys know what I'm trying to say.
Basically,
I was a year behind. I lost a year of my life is what it felt like.
Well, we kind of did. I feel like we're just stunted with COVID and everything. Like, I still technically feel like I'm 30.
Sometimes I feel like I'm 25, but my body feels like it's 95. So
yes.
But yeah, I think we're gonna call it quits unless if anyone else wants to talk about anything.
Nothing really. I just had my discussion on Friday afternoon.
Friday persuasion.
And then I'll have a tag going up at some point in November, and then that's it.
I feel like I've lost several years of my life. Ever since 2020, time has no meaning.
I feel like we just like froze in a weird way.
We froze, but then we like fast forwarded at the same time. I don't know how that works, but that's weird thing. All right, so here's the point where I struggle to remember everything. Thank you, Alicia, for being a beautiful co-host. Thank you, everyone in the comments, for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all the peoples. I think that's it. So we'll see you guys in a month.
Bye. Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody.
Oh, yes. Have a great Thanksgiving Turkey Day whenever you celebrate that. All the things. Bye.
Bye.